Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. My name is Nikki, and in my last video I showed you how you could take the bold step of grabbing your Daphne's Diary magazines or whatever else you had to work with and make some really cute but very easy ephemera. Today we're going to go one step further with that. I'm actually going to use these two bits and we're actually going to make a journaling page. We're going to do something a bit creative and put these things to use. Now, of course, these are pretty colourful as it is. You could easily just put them straight into a blank journal page or something very basic, and that's not a problem. But you can also have some fun, and I will be using up some more scraps from Daphne's Diary. So let's put these aside for the moment. Now today we are going to be working in this journal. A few months ago I put up a video on how you can make a creative journal using nothing but magazines. If I remember, I'll put a link down in the description box if you'd like to watch and see how I made this. So I have decided today we're going to work on this page here. And we're just going to have a little bit of creative fun. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to work on the background before we do anything else. And what I've grabbed here is, this is Distress Oxide in Speckled Egg. What I want to do is I want to put a bit of blue down and make it look sort of a bit like a sky. But what I just realised, I should grab a piece of paper just to throw in under there in case I get a little bit carried away. We don't want everything to look like the sky. So just very gently dabbing. I don't want to add a ton of colour. Just want to give the illusion of a bit of a sky. And we're going to create sort of a bit of a picture thing happening here. And we're going to use similar ideas and pieces so that it all matches together nicely. I'm not worried that this is not going on super neatly. It doesn't have to be. This is just for a little bit of fun. So we pop that one aside. Now, as you can see on this belly band, there is this house with the brickwork. Now, I wanted a fence or something for down here, but I realised I don't have a stencil of a fence. I think I need to add that to my must-get list next time I put a Temu order in or wherever I see one. But I have got this stencil here, and we're going to use it instead. And we're going to just use some brown. I've decided to go with brushed corduroy. This sort of has a little bit of a yellowy undertone, so I think it might be the right choice. And I'm just going to put on a little bit of a brick fence instead of a fence, because I don't have one of those. Now, this brush here I did use with some green before. So we've got a little bit of green coming through, which is just fine because it has gaps and things, and that way, I mean, we are talking gardens here. Now, I don't have to go right over. The centre will be covered with the belly band, but we'll just have a bit of a play here. I was going to do this with paint, but then I decided, no, we'll use Distress ink instead. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it dries instantly. Like, you don't have to wait for it to dry. And so for the sake of videos and ease, this is a great way to add some colour to a page. If you wanted to have it something more solid and, hide all these words, for example, fine. Then use paint, especially acrylic paint, and you'll end up with great coverage. But in this case, I don't need to hide the words. We're just doing something a bit make-believe here anyway, let's be honest. So we now have a bit of brickwork happening. Just pop the lid on that and push that over to the side. Now we are going to do some gluing, because I have saved a few extra bits that I cut out when I did the initial project that I didn't end up using, and we're going to use them now. So I have this cute little little apple and some leaves, and we're just going to glue this down as a little bit of extra deco, and it's sort of like they have a bit of an orchard happening in their background, in their backyard, I should say. So that's that one. I also fussy cut out the lemons, so why not use that as well? We're not trying to make this super realistic. We're just getting the vibe happening and just coming up with some ways to use some extra scraps. Okay, so now we have a bit of a orchard thing happening, and then I fussy cut this thing. It took me forever, and I didn't end up using it in my video the other day because I just sort of didn't have the right place to use it. So guess what? We're going to use it today, and we're going to very gently, with our glue stick, working from the center out, because I've got all these little tiny cut pieces. So if you work from the center out, you reduce the risk of tearing off any of the cute little bits. And we're just going to put this down the bottom here somewhere. Have a look at it. Isn't it pretty? This is why I love Daphne's diary. It's so pretty. There we go. So we have a little bit more gardening happening. And now we need to add the belly band, because that is it for the background for now. I was going to add a bit more, and I went, no, I think this is more than enough. So to add a belly band, all you need is some glue. Look how pretty this was on the background too. I tell you what, it was hard trying to decide what to use. But because most of this was going to be hidden, I thought, well, it doesn't really matter. Now, the glue up the top here, obviously I don't want glue right up the top because this belly band is a little bit too long. So I'm just using this to measure roughly where I am putting it so that it is glued to the page. And then we just simply add that like that, and have a look how that fit. Look at this, fits in perfectly. I didn't plan on that. That was just good luck. There we go. So that is our belly band secured. So I'm going to put this aside for the moment because we are going to now play with this little folio that I made. I left it all quite blank when I did the video because I'm going to fill it now, and we're going to add a little bit more deco to it. So the very first thing I wanted was some form of tag to slip down the middle of this butterfly. This one was in the magazine. It was part of an advert for the Daphne's diary, their annual diary they bring out. So I just fussy cut it out, and I did ink the edges a little bit in this rustic wilderness just so that it's stuck out a little bit, you know. I've added this tiny little bit of ribbon to it as well, and we're going to tuck that in there. And that's how my butterfly belly band works. Now, on the inside here, when I was fussy cutting, as I said, I cut out a few things too many, and I had these little bits. So I decided we're going to add a little bit more deco just on these pockets, simply because I have these pieces and I want to use them up. So this is cardstock. I'm just going to use normal glue, my wet glue here. It really doesn't matter. And let's see, where shall we put this? Maybe down here. We might go right to the bottom. It can hang over the edge a little bit. And then this one here maybe. And we'll just do a little bit of gluing. And I've got this cute little bumblebee. And after fussy cutting him, he needs a home on here too. Seeing this is all very garden themed, I thought, let's use these bits up. And he can just go on there. And then we'll add this little flower on the other side together with the cute little yellow butterfly. Again, I'll go right over to that edge. Normally I don't use wet glue for magazine pages. Sometimes they can get a bit wrinkled, but Daphne's Diary is very good quality paper, so don't think you're going to have too much trouble there. Let's pop that there. Now we need to have something for our pockets. So for this one here, there's some more fussy cutting. One thing you never lack in Daphne's Diary is cute little bits to cut out. And I had these pulled out of the magazine thinking I might use them in the last project, but I didn't. So I just thought this lovely little collection of goodies can go into this pocket here. What a great way to fill a pocket. There we go. Lovely goodies you can use on other journal pages. Then into this tuck spot, this was went this way, was a giant postcard. You can see the little markings on it. So big that honestly it wouldn't pass Australia Post's postcard size. You'd have to pay extra postage for it. But, and of course it wasn't going to fit in here. So I cut it down into two pieces that did fit into this tuck spot. And I inked the edges again with the Rustic Wilderness because they get a bit lost otherwise because of this noisy background. And so now we have two cute little journaling cards, and this print on here is so light you could easily use that as a journaling card. And because this was cardstock designed as a postcard you could send to someone, it's good quality, so why waste time backing it? I couldn't see the point. So we now just put those down into our little tuck spot here. Don't mind if they hang out just a tiny bit, but no, they fit. There we go. And then finally, we need something for this little pocket. And what I did, I grabbed out my favourite stamp set. I bought a new one recently from Journal Say because the one that I did have was, you know, silicone stamp sets don't last forever, and it was getting very worn out, and I loved the shape of these. So I'll put a link down below too if I remember, and you can go to Journal Say and have a look because I have a discount code that you can use as well. And I simply make my own labels. I do this regularly with magazine pages. You can, of course, make plain white ones, but I like finding interesting prints. Like this one, I don't know if you can see it. It does have some little markings on it. I think it was meant to look like Hessian, you know, something like that. And I've just stamped that one out. This one has a pink and white gentle print on the background. I think they make the best labels. This one's got cute spots. This one has stripes. And then you can also use them if you find a cute little image somewhere, stamp around it, and then you actually have an image stamp. That's a great way to use up little images that you think is so pretty, but you don't know what you're ever going to do with it. So there we go. That's how you can make your own labels, and they are going to fit perfectly in our little back pocket. And I thought that was a fun little thing to add. So get my glue out of the way, bring our page back over and into the tuck spot. Oh, the belly band, it goes. And I might just put it on a bit of an angle like that so that my little tag hangs out. And there we go. That is how easy it can be to create a really fun journal page. It's the fussy cutting that takes the time. Other than that, very quick and simple. I love it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, bye for now.